Hello, I'm Catherine and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is a return visit. I wanted to first say how much I am enjoying getting to know all of you. Please continue to write comments down below. I love getting to know where you're from, the kinds of makeup that you love, the products that you're seeking out. It really makes YouTube such an incredibly special community. So today for my video, I'm going to be talking about the Lancome Teint Idole foundations, both the cream and the stick. I just recently got this stick foundation, so I'm going to do a foundation wear test of the cream the first day and let you see it wear all day long. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing with the stick foundation, and then I will come back and give you some final thoughts on both of them. So without further ado, let's talk about some foundation. Today, I'm going to be applying the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Wear Foundation. This is the liquid version. I'll tell you a little bit about this one. It sells for $47. It is a breathable, full coverage foundation, has a natural matte finish. There are 50 shades in this, which is very impressive. I am in the shade 140 Ivory Neutral, Ivory N. It is transfer proof, humidity resistant, oil free, and it does not oxidize or fade and is suitable for sensitive skin. So I love this foundation. I just recently got it in, I don't know, the past 4 or 5 months, and I've really been enjoying it. So to make everything fair, for both tests, I am going to be using the Smashbox Primerizer because it's just a nice basic primer. Just kind of make sure your skin stays hydrated, but it's not going to be like a gripping primer or something that's going to help extend the wear. This is going to help us focus just on the foundation. So I've put that on my face. I'm going to be using this Sigma Airbrush Kabuki. This is the F85. I really love this brush. It's dense enough that it helps to really move the product, but it's soft enough that it's not scratchy like some kabuki brushes are. So with a product like this, I'm going to just do one pump. This is full coverage, so we want to start small and then we can always build it. So I'm just put a little bit in the center of my face to start. And I have plenty left. And I'm just going to blend. I'm going to bring you in so you can see how this blends. It's a great shade for me. I like to start in the center of the face and move outwards. You tend to need more coverage kind of in the center of your face. So this helps to kind of spread that out. And then you don't put too much on, which is the goal, because you don't want to do that. Especially over 40, it will just settle right into your wrinkles. So now I have plenty more. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go over some little spots here to get a little bit more coverage. Just build up a little bit. Make sure I'm blending in. But you can see how nice this is. It's not drying, not too heavy. I'm going to go over here on the same side, on the other side, and do the same thing to let you see. And I'm just building it up gradually. But I haven't even used, I would say, I think I've used half of this pump of foundation, and you can see how much coverage I've gotten. It's evened out my skin. I might build just a touch here more. But all in all, you can see this is a natural matte finish. I add a little bit on my nose because that is where foundation tends to break down on me first. And I'm not even going to use the rest of this. Always be prepared to not use the rest of your foundation. It's hard, I know. I always want to use it up, but this is plenty of coverage. And if I add more, I risk accentuating fine lines or wrinkles or making it look cakey. And right now you can see this is a very natural finish. I'm going to come back with the rest of my makeup on, let you see how this foundation looks with all the makeup on, and then I will do a check-in at the end of the night and we can see how this foundation wore all day. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so this is the rest of my makeup, and I'll bring you in just so you can see again the finish. This foundation is great under makeup, and I'll tell you why. I used some cream products. I used a cream bronzer, the NARS, and I was working with this Clé de Peau cream blush, and this foundation stays put. It's not going to move around, so you can really play with cream products without worrying about moving or lifting your foundation underneath. So that is a huge benefit for this Lancome. It's very easy to work with. And I actually used a cream highlight as well. I used the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Wand. So that's a great benefit for me. Okay, this is the Lancome. I will be back tonight and we will see how this 24-hour wear foundation wore. It is the end of the night and I am back, and let's look and see how this foundation wore. I really think it wore well. I mean, I'm looking at it, and 24 hours, I think I have a lot more time to go on this. I mean, I haven't gone 24 hours. But I feel like, all in all, I mean, maybe it's pulled a little here off the sunspot, but it stayed in place pretty well on the nose. But all in all, very good, and it didn't settle into wrinkles. And you saw the small amount that I used, which really makes the difference, makes all the difference. So this one did a really nice job. Tomorrow we will be testing the stick foundation, the Teint Idole stick, and we'll see what's the difference. And if you have this one, do you need this one? Or if you are looking to purchase one, which one is the one you should purchase? I will tell you that I have had this for a long time and I love it. I just purchased this and we will check it out. So see you tomorrow. Day 2, we're going to be using the Lancome Teint Idole foundation stick. This is the Ultra Wear foundation stick. This costs $43 and it is a 5-in-1 product. The 5 things that they say it can do is conceal, contour, cover, highlight, and blend. It is also 24-hour wear, full coverage, oil-free. It is a multitasker. It does have a built-in brush. I will show you here. I'm not going to be using this brush. It's kind of a different brush. I just don't know how effective that would be, but it seems a little small. But they do have a built-in brush if you like that. It is transfer resistant. It is a cream to powder formula with a natural matte finish. It controls shine all day. There are 22 shades, so less than half of the shades of the liquid formula, and it is breathable. So we are going to try this out today. So I have the exact same shade, which is the 140N Ivoire. And to apply this, I've already got my Smashbox primerizer on, just like I did with the liquid formula. I'm going to be just using a regular kabuki brush, this one from Morphe 2, and I'm going to just kind of put this around my face, starting kind of from the center of my face and going out. And again, building as I go. I'm going to bring you in so you can see a little better as I'm applying this. It's very smooth, not chalky or when you put it on. And you can see how well it blends just very easily. I'm not even having to use very much pressure to get those little stripes that I made to blend it in. I'm definitely going to need to add some more. I'm going to add some here on the outside here. Very nice that you can build this. It feels like nothing on the skin too, I will tell you that. Just nothing at all. I don't need quite as much foundation on my forehead to begin with, so it's kind of nice that you can really control the amount with this. Okay, so that is probably the smallest amount that I would ever use. I'm going to go back and add a little bit on my sunspots and a little more on my nose, because those are my areas. Everybody's got their areas that they feel like they need a little bit more coverage, and I'm going to kind of press that in on those areas to build it a little bit. And it definitely built it right up. Very nice. I like the finish of this foundation. It's taken on the finish that my skin had when I came into doing my makeup. So if you put on a glowier primer, I think you could get a little bit more luminosity, but this is just a very natural skin-like finish. Very nice. It's covered where I wanted it to cover. It's done a really nice job. And it feels like I have nothing on my skin. Nothing. Really nice. I am going to do just like what I did the other day. I will go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup. I will come back, show you what that looks like, and then I will come back at the end of the night and let you see how this wore all day. The rest of my makeup is on, and I will bring you in so you can see how this did, and it did great. And I actually used a kind of a liquidy blush that I had to kind of stipple on, and the foundation stayed put. So that's really, really nice. It's always a great sign when I can put a cream product on top of it and it stays put. So I'm pleased so far. Everything looks good, looks put together. It still feels like nothing on my skin at all. So I will be back at the end of the night and we will see how it wears, and we will see what we think and how it compares to the liquid. Okay, I'm back. It's nighttime, and I actually almost forgot to come back. So I have my pajama top on now, and we're gonna film this, but you can see how well this makeup has held up. It's really nice. Even still got the coverage here on this sunspot. My nose, it looks good over here as well. The makeup has held up so well. And as you can tell here, even on my forehead, it has felt like nothing on my face. And the nice thing about this is, again, no settling in any lines, in any wrinkles. I am so impressed with this product. I've tried other stick foundations and I've always just thought they were okay. This one I am excited to use again, which is different. I love this foundation, and again, I will do my final thoughts on both of these, but I'm going to tell you, I've been very pleasantly surprised. This foundation could go a lot longer. I mean, it's got, I don't need to do any touch-ups, and I haven't done any touch-ups. And again, the best part, it feels like nothing, hasn't settled into anything. And I could put exactly the amount that I want. And talk about touch-ups. How easy would a touch-up be if I needed to do one? You could just put it right where you need it, take a sponge or a brush, buff it in. Even with your fingers, you could do this. So this is an impressive formula. I am very impressed, and I think, as you can see, this makeup looks really good. I've worn it all day long, and I've been busy all day long, and look at this. Great. So I will come back tomorrow for final thoughts. Final thoughts about these two foundations from Lancome. I love them both. I would not pick a winner. Now, I do have one on right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'll give you a second to think if you can tell which one it is. And then I'll share. It's the stick. I've never fully loved a stick foundation like I am loving this one. I think when the weather is hotter and more humid, I'm going to pull this one out to use. This is perfect for the fall, the winter, even the spring. You can use this in the summer and it would be great. But there's something about the weightlessness of this stick foundation. I mean, I don't feel like I have any foundation on. And in the summer, I really don't want to feel any foundation. This stayed so well all day, didn't move. I didn't have to touch up, and the touch up would be so easy. So I'm so impressed with this product. It would be great if they had even more shades, but I do think it's very blendable into the skin. Of course, this one has 50 shades. This one has 22. I went ahead and ordered a deeper shade to use as contour because I think there's something quite special about this formula. It's a cream, but it immediately goes into a powder form. I'm really impressed. Let me see if I can even show you here on my hand. So it feels like a powder right now. I don't know if that's showing up, but it just immediately goes into a powder that is matte, not dry matte though, which is really nice. So I'm very impressed with this formula. I have never been thoroughly impressed with a stick foundation before, and this by far is my favorite. This is ideal for travel. You don't have to worry about anything spilling, whereas this one you do. And of course, if you got a shade lighter, you could also use it as your concealer, and you could use it to highlight some portions of your face too. So when they say this is a 5-in-1 multitasking stick, I agree. So I love both of them. They both hold up to the claims that they say, but this to me is a cooler weather foundation, and this is going to be my winner for the summertime. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and then you'll be alerted anytime I post a new video. And if you are looking for more day-to-day content, come and join me over on Instagram. It's KZ Beauty Coach, and I do a weekly get ready with me. We do a lot with skincare. I tell you about sales. Right now I'm doing an entire month where I try a new sunscreen every single day. And I am going to be having a YouTube video come up where I'm going to recap all 31 of the sunscreens that I used during the month of May. I hope you guys are doing well, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.